Hello again, everyone. We're here with Catherine Rodriguez, one of the other key members of the Alaqua team. And Catherine is head of community relations, and she's got a lot of things that she can tell you about Alaqua, and also about how you out there might be able to play a role in what the great work that Alaqua does. So welcome, Catherine.
Thank
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Art. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing for Alaqua.
Oh, wow. Well, I spoke with Lori, and we just want everyone to know about Alaqua. A lot of people here in our local community, when you hear Alaqua, people automatically think Alaqua Animal Refuge. And Lori has just done an incredible job of just telling everybody her story and what she's been doing and how to help animals. And what I want to do is help Lori bring it to the next level of really pushing it out, not just being here in this community, but throughout the state of Florida and even beyond the state of Florida of, hey, that we're an animal sanctuary. I mean, we're all about the animals. We want to make sure that they're cared for. We're not only an adoption, but with all these programs that we have to offer. And a lot of times, people will sit there and talk about, well, they hear this, they don't quite understand it. And what my role is to be able to push Lori's story, push the story of Alaqua, use social media, doing shows like this to talk about the different things that we do, work with other organizations to be able to help facilitate, create partnerships on like the Equine Interaction Program, the Unconditional Love Program, because I think when people hear about that, they're just really just taken back by what we do here at Alaqua Animal Refuge. That's not just an adoption center, but there's just so much more of how we really integrate into the community and make that known. So again, it's also pushing donations. A lot of times, obviously as a nonprofit, what's their biggest thing? It's fundraising and it's donations and being able to keep up to speed with everything that's happening here, and the real special stories like the one that we just had about with Manny that had a prosthetic leg. There was research that went into that, and contacting an orthopedic that's up in Virginia and getting that done, and being able to contact the media to highlight these really amazing stories of these animals that come to us that are in such dire need of love and medical attention. And of course, we can't do it for all of them, and it becomes quite an expense. And so therefore, being able to push out that, hey, we've got this loving animal, this is his story or what we know of his story, and we need to help him. And therefore, can we get those donations come rolling in? So we've got a lot of people that are extremely supportive. They're continuously donating on a monthly basis. You see huge amounts. There's some where we see people from out of state that are contributing, and it's pretty phenomenal. And we want to just get that message out everywhere about what we do here. So.
And we heard about the volunteers, some 300 volunteers that participate in the program.
Yeah, in the database there's hundreds, and they're here, and at any one time, I think you got anywhere from like 10 to 20 volunteers that can show up in a day, and they're walking the dogs and feeding and cleaning, and there's a lot of opportunities, and we want to push that out even to the schools for, fundraisers or community events or even community service hours, especially those that maybe even be interested in the field of, say, veterinarian or working in a nonprofit. This is such an incredible way for them to have that exposure and being part of a really incredible cause.
Could students work here? Could they volunteer here?
Absolutely. I think there's an opportunity for everybody. So if they're interested, absolutely call the main number, visit our website at alaquaanimalrefuge.org, like us on Facebook, kind of see kind of the daily goings of what's happening. We talk about, different ways to help animals, give them ideas, things about, summer's on its way, think about the heat. A lot of people will drive to the store. It's a quick trip. I'm going to run in. I'll leave the windows down. I'll leave the dog in there. Well, that's not always a healthy thing to do.
Right.
And the last thing you need is a deputy sheriff, tapping on the window or making contact with you because somebody called. Because it could be animal cruelty.
Right.
And just talking about the different things of how we're involved with the law enforcement side of the house and the state attorney's office, and working with other nonprofits and other organizations that are truly vested in animals, the safety of animals, and I think there are opportunities for other people, for students to be able to come here and learn what we do, whether it's through volunteer hours or they're doing a project. I think we're open to anything, so all they need to do is just contact us, and we can make it work.
Good. You mentioned a little while ago that Alaqua's vision is to expand beyond Walton County here.
I think so.
How could you do that?
I mean, look what Lori has done in 8 years
Right.
here, and you know, she's been at a national platform, going up to D.C. and you know, learning about all the different laws and what's happening in all the different states, and making those contacts and being able to lobby up on Capitol Hill. So I think by using Alaqua is just the model of what an animal sanctuary, no-kill shelter should be, and being able to combine all these different programs that really can impact our community in a positive way. I mean, that's a huge model to really emulate, and for others. And in fact, Lori has been contacted by somebody who wants to start her own animal sanctuary, and she's looking to Lori for advice.
It's a good
So
source.
I mean, it's incredible, and I think that there's so many opportunities, just constantly just pushing Alaqua out there, where people are always seeing it, they're remembering it, and they're learning about what we do. And
Great.
I think by, like I said, by that spread, I think it will keep growing and growing, and it'll be a pretty phenomenal thing.
Great. Well, thank you for telling us
Thank
that, and
you.
thank you for being such a great addition to the
Well, we
Alaqua team.
appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, folks, and thank you for watching 38 TV, and we'll be back again soon.
Don't move. Safe.